You ready over there? There we go, 6 o'clock. Let's call the Tuesday, July 8th, 2025 Faribault City Council meeting to order. First item on tonight is roll call.
Councilmember Barnes. Here. Dumbuya.
Here.
Ross.
Here.
Rowan.
Here.
Ben Sluis.
Here.
Teal.
Here.
Mayor Spooner.
Here, and pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, item number 2, entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Second.
That's Van Sluis and Teal. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Presentations and introductions. That at the end, right? Yeah. We're going to move on to approval of the minutes of June 24th, 2025, and July 1st special city council meeting, and July 1st, 2025 special city council meeting closed session. Approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Ross, second by Don Booyah. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. Number 5, request to be heard. Martha Brown, would you like to speak?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and honorable council members and staff. My name is Dr. Martha Brown, and as you know from your recent work session with Chief Sherwin, that cleaning up or banning encampments for unhoused people does not work because it does not solve the problem of homelessness. People can lose their housing for a variety of reasons, including job loss, evictions, substance abuse and mental health, and entire families can be living in their cars. Unhoused people are people, and they're human beings worthy of dignity and respect. Many people in this community are just one accident or one paycheck away from disaster. So we should have empathy for unhoused people and not treat them as garbage that needs to be cleaned up. I applaud and really appreciate the efforts of the Faribault Police to connect unhoused people in the encampments to resources, but there's more that we can do. I'd like to propose the formation of a regional task force comprised of several former or current unhoused people, local service organizations, governmental agencies, and interested citizens who would be willing to explore and present alternatives to encampment cleanups. If we all do our homework and approach homelessness with an open mind and heart, I'm confident we can find a more humane solution and one that is respectful and based on the unhoused community's needs. Heather will email you all if she hasn't already, some information that I gathered for resources. And I do want to note that the National Alliance to End Homelessness says that government should not criminalize people for just being homeless. And there are other principles that you can look at. But I'd like to just close with a personal story. The church I attended in Delray Beach, Florida was run by Pastor Alexis, who was amazing. And one day a week, same day every week, she went to the local park where a lot of Delray's homeless people were there, showering, and just hung out and just talked and ministered to that community. And as a result, we had a lot of homeless folks attend our church, and we got to know them as people. We got to know them by names. We missed them and worried about them when they weren't there. And one such couple was Rhodey and Lynn. They'd been together forever. Rhodey worked the boat ramp, helped people load and unload their boats onto their trailers all day long. And we were devastated to hear that one night he was killed when he was hit by a train. But because of that community and connection we had established, we were able to grieve Rhodey's loss. He was really a great guy, and to provide support for his partner, Lynn. So I encourage the council to really consider what I have to say, do a little homework, and see if we can't do a better job at helping these folks.
Thank you. We're gonna take the information that Heather's gonna send out. We'll talk with staff and everything, and I'm sure at the next work session here shortly, we will take it under advisement. We'll hear from us, so thank you for showing up tonight. All right, on to item number 6, consent agenda items, 6A through 6I. Does anybody want anything to discuss?
Mayor Spooner. I will make a
Yes.
motion to approve consent agenda items 6A through 6I.
Second.
Motion by Ross, second by Van Sluis to approve consent agenda items 6A through 6I. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Public hearings, we have none tonight. Items for discussion. Ordinance 2025-8, vacate a portion of the drainage and utility easement at 190 20th Street Northwest. Director Dave Wanberg will give us a presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. Earlier this year, you took action on several applications related to Malika Auto Body. One of those was actually a vacation of an existing drainage and utility easement. Unfortunately, the application missed one of the drainage and utility easements that needed to be vacated, and that was caught before we went ahead and filed the paperwork and the plat for this. So we do need to vacate that. Just as a reminder where this is located, it's really at the intersection of 20th Street and 2nd Avenue or Highway 3. And the property that we're talking about and why this happened is Malika Auto Body has, they purchased the property to the north, the house to the north, and there was a belief at the time that there wasn't easements around that existing house. It turns out there actually was, and the surveyor had missed that. So we're going back now and looking at vacating the easements on that former house lot. And with the plat that you've already approved, it has the necessary easements on it. We just need to vacate these easements because this is where the new building is going to sit. With that, the Planning Commission went ahead and recommended approval. So did the DRC, and that was unanimous. So we are recommending approval of the vacation with the ordinance that you have before you tonight, 2025-8, based on the criteria and findings in that ordinance. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions for staff? I just have one oddball question. The address?
Yep.
190 2nd Street?
20th Street.
20th Street, correct. Well, isn't that, if this is on the second piece of property, should not have
You approved a plat that combined the two lots that you, the two lots that were there. So it's one lot. There's
one
no
lot, so it's
Yep,
the
and
20th
there's
Street
no
address.
access off of Second.
Perfect,
It's
that's all.
only off of 20th.
Got it. Okay,
Mayor Spooner.
yes.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2025-8.
Second.
Motion by Ross, second by Barnes. This is an ordinance, therefore it is
Councilmember Barnes. Yes. Dumbuya.
Yeah.
Ross.
Aye.
Rowan.
I am.
Van Sluis.
Aye.
Teal.
Aye.
Mayor Spooner.
All right. So we'll be back in 2 weeks for the second reading.
Actually, Administrator, we will have a special meeting before the work session, and we'll take care of it, the second reading at that meeting. Yep.
All right, perfect. That'll be easy. Bids, we have none. Boards, commission reports, and announcements. We have.
Yeah, I will ask Rochelle Anderholm Parsh, who is our new Parks and Rec Director, on her second day of the job to come up and introduce herself. And as she's walking up here, I'll let you know that we are having a public open house for her at Buckham West from 3:30 to 5:30 on the 22nd. So we'll have a regular council meeting at 6 p.m., but hopefully you'll be able to stop by and meet Rochelle and talk a little bit more. There's been a lot of questions and curiosity from community members about her. So Rochelle.
Well, welcome, Mayor, Council. Thank you for this opportunity, and Jessica for. So I appreciate it, and just wanted to take an opportunity to say hi, and I'm hoping to speak with you all a little bit more as I get used to things. It's officially my second day, and I was pretty thrilled that my computer started to work. So small steps at this point. But yeah, just a little bit about me, and maybe you guys know a little bit about this, but I grew up in Alexandria, Minnesota, lived there all the way through junior high school, went to Fargo, North Dakota, got a degree in park and recreation, and then moved out to the West Coast and lived on the West Coast for 21 years in Portland, actually. And I have family here, so we wanted to get back home, and so applied for this job, and really looking forward to seeing how I can build on what Paul did, which is a lot of really great things. Starting to set up meetings, hoping to meet with the Parks Board and, figure that out. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome aboard. Yep.
Have some other
Yes.
announcements. Just as a reminder, tomorrow night is our monthly council chat at 6 p.m. and it's going to be at the airport. So we're going to have some information for people coming out about what happens at the airport, because it's often a place that people don't visit, and then just a few more things to talk about related to our taxi lane project that you all had approved here recently. So please join us for that. It will not be sit-down presentation style, kind of be, more up and mingle, come and go like we did for the dam discussion. And then the other reminder, Dave mentioned the special meeting on the 15th. The other reminder, we'll have an agenda coming out next week for a joint work session with the Housing and Redevelopment Authority here in this room, July 21st at 5 p.m. And so we'll have a lot of information in that packet, which will help direct kind of the scope of that meeting. So that's all I have.
All right, 6 p.m., correct?
Tomorrow night, 6 p.m.
Administrator, I'm sorry, I missed the time for Rochelle's welcome.
3:30 to 5:30.
Going to promote Paradise Theater as the play Assassins is starting July 11th, and it will go through the weekend and into the next week. Also, concert in the park is Thursday, July 10th at 7 p.m. Little Chicago will be playing.
Anybody else? Take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Dambuya, second by Van Sluis to adjourn. All those in favor, signify by
Aye.
saying aye. All opposed? Motion passes. We are adjourned. Something about the Rice County Fair.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah,
20-minute diet.
What did he say?
Theater.
Using our TV minutes to promote his little back.
Which is to underpay.